Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Zero Davila. Welcome back to Save Our System IT. Today we'll write a DeadManSwitch script in Python. A DeadManSwitch is something that requires regular interaction from someone or something to reset and keep going. If it's not interacted with in a given interval of time, the switch will execute something. A command, a script, maybe even send an email. Although our script will not do any of the sort. It will just wait 24 hours for human input, and if it will not receive it, the process will be terminated. If it does receive input, it will contain a method that calls itself, and it will reset and start over for another 24 hours. So first we started off the script by importing signal to send a certain signal at the end of the 24 hours and kill it, time and datetime to get the current time, and threading to have multiple threads. The global variable timeout will contain 24 hours, that's why we have 1440 times 60. And we'll have a method called interrupted that will have as arguments signum and frame, and this is what will kill the script. It will print out exit and then send a signal arm. Signal.signal parentheses signal.sig arm and interrupted. Now we'll have a method called count. This will run on a separate thread and will keep track of how many hours the script has been running. So first it will get the current time. We have the variable current time, and it will be datetime.datetime.now.time. And it will print out active since and have some curly brackets for the format function. So dot format the current time. Now we'll have an infinite while loop, so while true. We will keep track of how many hours the script has been running. So it will print hour, and again curly brackets for the format function, format s. We will increment the s variable, so s equals s plus 1. And now we will make it sleep for an hour, so time.sleep 60 times 60. And the final method we have to write, we'll call it iInput, and it will run on a separate thread than the count method. First it will print instructions to the user. So we have try for the exception, and it will print you have 24 hours to interact with the script, or it will cease to exist. Or it will cease to exist. Now we have a variable that holds in an input. So it waits for input from the user. If it does receive the input, it will move lower in the code, in the function, and it will print input receive that and curly brackets again for the format option. We will extract the current time again, datetime.datetime.now.time. As I mentioned before, this is a method that calls itself. It's a recursive method, so we'll call it again here. Now we have an accept clause, and it will return, and then we will send an alarm signal after the timeout and kill the process. Now we have to construct the threads and start them. So threading.thread. I have target the iInput function. .start. These are, we will show you two different ways to start a thread. So that's one way. Now we'll have a variable called count thread. It will be threading.thread. Target will be the count function we see. The arguments for the count function will be 0. So it will start off as 0. And now we use the count thread variable, and now .start. So to call the start method and start the thread. We execute it with the Python 3. And as we can see, the script works. And every time we press the enter key, we see input received at and gives the current time. Well, that's about it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Any questions you might have are to be left down in the comment section or on our website www.sosit.co. Again, that's www.sosit.co. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.